I'll get it, Stella. It's probably just another nosy reporter.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm Jimmy Lee Hope.
Yeah, of course. I didn't recognize you sober with your clothes on.
Well, I can take them off.
No, please don't.
Can I come in with my clothes on, that is?
If you insist. Is there something I can do for you?
Edward left a message. He said that he wanted to talk to me.
Well, he's not here right now, but I expect him any minute. There's coffee on the bar.
Good. I don't know where it is. I'll get it.
I can't believe that traffic. Doesn't anybody walk anymore? Hello, Celia.
Hello, you've got a visitor. He's in the living room. I think I'll take a bath.
You sure do have a lot of nerve turning on us after everything we've done for you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, don't give us that innocent farm boy routine. You've been working with Tolliver all along.
I just went with Scorpio this round.
Oh, Scorpio. Well, you were right. He did figure it out.
What did Scorpio want to know?
The same thing you're asking me about. What I did with those papers.
Well, I'll bite. What did you do with the papers?
I don't have them.
I'm sure. You gave them to Scorpio, didn't you?
That'd be tough, considering I never had them.
Now, look, my boy, whatever grudge you might have had against us in the past is all over now. We're family, and we all stick together.
Can I be frank with you? I don't owe you anything.
You ungrateful.
Wait a second now. I got what I wanted. And that was last night when you recognized me for who I really was.
What you got last night were the papers from Tolliver.
I'm going to tell you for the last time. I never worked with Tolliver, and I don't know who he is, and I don't have those papers.
Well, then who does?
It's obvious to me that Tolliver has them. And he's probably real close, right where he can use them.
Only thing is, he's going to be in prison.
That's right, he might be in prison. But as long as he's got those papers, he's got you right where you belong. Now, have a good day. Thanks for the coffee.
What?
One lousy little affair, and that's my reward.
That's the hospital.
Well?
The operation is over. They removed his spleen, and he's in recovery.
Recovery?
His condition is critical.
That doesn't sound good.
Sure doesn't. The old buzzard will probably recover just to carry out what Jimmy Lee said.
How's he doing?
Well, he's holding his own, Sam.
Vital signs?
Pressure's holding at 100 systolic, pulse 120.
How much blood did he lose?
We have to give him 15 units.
How's his heart taking this?
Well, between the surgery and the loss of blood, he suffered a myocardial infarction.
His chances don't look very good then, do they?
At this point, I'd say 50-50.
Talk to him?
Alan, the slightest exertion could put too much pressure on his heart.
I won't do anything to excite him, I promise.
Now we have to get Robert Scorpio's okay.
Oh, Rick, for heaven's sakes.
If it's fine with Scorpio, it's fine with me after he's had some rest.
Rick's right. This is a police matter. Scorpio's due here any minute. He called earlier.
Come on, Alan, let's go.
Rick, after you're finished in here, I'd like to have a word with you. Cafeteria, all right?
That's fine.
Good.
Nurse, if there is the slightest change here, you page Dr. Walton and myself. This is touch and go.
Amy, Robert Scorpio is due here any minute. When he arrives, would you please tell him to come to the cafeteria?
He's here.
Oh.
How's Tolliver?
Well, here's Rick now. He can tell you about him. He wants to know about Tolliver.
Very guarded, grave condition.
I talked to him?
Robert, he's very weak. He needs a rest. As soon as he wakes up, fine. Meantime, I think Alan Quartermaine has something he'd like to ask you.
I'd like to talk to you over there, please.
Dr. Thompson's ICU staff. Dr. Thompson's ICU staff.
Okay, what's on your mind?
I'd like permission to talk to Tolliver. He doesn't have any objection medically. Now, if I talk to him, I'm not going to alarm him. I'm not going to hurt him or anything.
Please, please allow it.
You want to talk about the papers, don't you?
Well, we want to give it one last try, yes.
I'd like to know where those papers are myself. He has a 50-50 chance, doesn't he?
According to Rick, he does.
Whether he lives or dies, Robert, those papers are going to be around to haunt us.
Look, I'd like to know that your family is safe, too. Now, if Tolliver dies, they could be. On the other hand, if Tolliver lives, it's all going to come out, papers or no papers.
Let us give it a try, please.
Come on.
Dr. Richardson, works X-ray.
Pretty heavy.
Ah, here's someone you have to meet. Amy?
Oh, yes, Dr. Pennant?
My fiancée, Celia.
How do you do? I'm having a marvelous time, thank you.
The grand tour.
Yes, your hospital is fascinating. It's not my hospital.
But if ever you want to know what's going on, here's the person to ask. As a matter of fact, you could do me a big favor, Amy.
Certainly.
Take care of Celia for a minute for me.
I am perfectly capable of taking care of myself, Grant.
Oh, but Amy can tell you how things really are around here. I'll have to leave you for a minute to check admissions.
Oh, yes. Well, take your time. I enjoy just watching.
Take care of her, Amy. I'll be right back.
It must be exciting to work here.
I can barely contain myself.
I always thought that nursing would be a very rewarding occupation. I considered it myself once, but with Grant.
Jimmy Lee, hi.
Hi.
I bet I know why you're here.
You do?
Mm-hmm. If it's Tolliver, he's still alive.
Good. Red and I were wondering if we could see him. I'm sorry to keep you Celia? Jimmy Lee, what brings you here?
Oh, Amy said that you'd have coffee with me.
What?
You didn't forget about our date already, did you?
Could you get Gladys or somebody to take over here for a second?
Listen, I really appreciate it. I didn't want to ignore that I came to see Tolliver. I trust the Quartermaine. Besides, having coffee with you is going to be fun.
Robert, 2 minutes, that's all.
Right. Crane?
Commissioner,
Tell me you're hurt real bad.
funny coincidence.
Shouldn't have tried to run.
Had to.
Crane, what's happened to those papers?
Sorry.
The divorce papers, the ones you're blackmailing the Quartermaines with.
Too bad, no.
Listen, Tolliver, you're hurt bad. You may die. Let me have those papers. There's no reason to go on hurting them now.
Hurt me.
I was the one that pulled the trigger.
Forget it, Commissioner. I got nothing to say. Nothing.
You're making a big mistake.
What are you gonna do? Threaten me? Too late, Commissioner. Way too late.
Sleeping.
When he wakes up, you can let the others in. At your discretion, of course.
Did he give you any help?
None at all. See you around.